Hello, Creative Gems. Welcome back to Creativity. And if you're new here, I'm Sandy. Today I have a compilation of several of my favorite and amazing glam home decor craft ideas that I pulled from my collection of Dollar Tree DIYs.
First up, I've got two large, round, clear plastic platters from the Dollar Tree that I have taped together with some clear, heavy duty nano tape. I'm going to embellish each side with a string of silver pearl beads, and I'll use hot glue to adhere them to the platters. Next, I'm going to apply a liberal amount of Mod Podge in the center using the pearl beads as a border. Once I have enough Mod Podge squeezed onto the plate, I'm going to go back in with a wide, soft, bristled paintbrush to smooth out the glue so there's no clumps. Now I've got a bag of clear vase filler pellets that I'm sprinkling onto the platter where I applied the Mod Podge. I'll sprinkle those pellets until the entire area is covered, and then I'll let it dry for a couple of hours. In the meantime, I've got a silver glitter frame from the Dollar Tree. I disassembled the frame by removing the glass and cardboard backing. And now I've placed four small silver ornament balls left over from the Christmas holidays, one on each of the inside corners of the frame. To keep them in place, I actually hot glued each ball to the frame, and then this will become a base for the vase we're making. And now that the Mod Podge on the platters have dried, I'll stand up the whole thing in between the ornament balls. Next, I picked up a couple of plastic zoo animals from the Dollar Tree. I think both of these are horses, and since they're gray and black, I decided to glam them up by using my chrome paint markers to paint them metallic silver. I let the paint dry, and this is what one of the horses looked like. I decided to give this one a silver body, but added some gold detailing by painting the hoofs, mane, and tail gold. I love the color contrast, and now with the horse placed towards the base, this is what our vase looks like. This vase has a modern and elegant design that is truly unique. I have the whole thing sitting on top of a mirrored tray I made, and this now makes a fabulous centerpiece for my buffet table. But not only that, I actually also added some string lights inside and then stuck a solar powered light inside. And now this modern vase doubles as a table lamp. How cute is that? Next, we're going to make another vase, but this time with a chrome napkin holder from the Dollar Tree. Here I have the napkin holder standing upright, but on its side. I'm placing a couple of clear diamond-shaped gems underneath where the napkin holder curves, and then those will act as legs and prevent the napkin holder from falling or rolling. To adhere the gems to the napkin holder, a little hot glue is all we need. Next, I'm going to take more of those clear diamond-shaped gems and hot glue them in pairs towards the back of the napkin holder. I'll continue to do that until the entire back is filled with the gems. For the next step, I've got three silver napkin rings, also from the Dollar Tree. These have a mirror-like finish, so they'll be perfect to match my silver decor. I'm hot gluing each of them together, and once done, I'll place this inside the napkin holder. And here's what our vase looks like. This one is very unique and only cost a few dollars to make since all the materials I used were from the Dollar Tree. And you're probably wondering, where are the flowers? Where would they go? Well, I stuck a bunch of faux long stemmed flowers into the napkin holder. How neat is that? Okay, so to continue with the napkin holder theme, I've got yet another two napkin holders that we're going to use to make a wall sconce. Here I'm going to hot glue two 12-inch wooden dowels that I wrapped in silver glitter paper onto the napkin holders. Before hot gluing the wooden dowels to them, though, you can decide how far apart you want your napkin holders to be. If you want a shorter wall sconce, then make them closer together. Once the wooden dowels are hot glued to the napkin holders, I would suggest going back in with some white zip ties to give everything some extra hold. So I'll go ahead and do that by adding a total of four zip ties, two towards the top and two towards the bottom. Doing this will really ensure that everything will stay in place, especially after you hang the sconce onto the wall. And while I work on this, I would like to take a moment to thank you for tuning in to today's craft project. If you enjoy glam home decor and DIY craft crafts on a budget, please let me know by hitting that subscribe button. And if you like what you see today, please give me a thumbs up as well so YouTube will continue to recommend my channel to other viewers like you. Okay, so now comes the fun part because we're going to start adorning this wall sconce with some embellishments, starting with some silver plastic spoon handles. The spoons I'm using are from the Dollar Tree and they have a mirror-like finish, which I think will really upscale the look of this wall sconce. I'm placing two of them about a centimeter apart, starting in the center, and they're being secured down with a bit of hot glue. And the reason why you want to place the spoons about a centimeter apart is because we're going to place a diamond shaped gem in between the spoon handles. I'll continue to hot glue the spoon handles and gems down until the entire length of the napkin holders are covered with them. And for a lighting source, I'll add a battery operated LED string light so that when everything is done, this is what the wall sconce looks like, hung up on the wall. There's enough gaps between the spoons and the napkin holders to let a lot of light through. I also placed a puck light at the top for additional brightness, and now I have this beautiful one of a kind wall sconce hanging in the little landing area by the stairs. Okay, so for our next craft project, we're going to need another two chrome napkin holders, but this time we're going to use zip ties to attach them together back to back. I ended up only needing to use two zip ties, one on each end, and then I applied some Fix-All and hot glue to the tops of the napkin holders to keep them both in place. Next, I have a bunch of silver plastic spoon handles that I embellished with some self-adhesive clear round gems. As you can see, I made a pile of them and now we're going to adhere them onto the napkin holders using a bit of hot glue. We'll cover the opening of each napkin holder with the spoon handles, starting with the top napkin holder. And for the second napkin holder, we'll do the exact same thing. And when we're done, this is what the wall sconce looks like hung on the wall. The wall sconce is hung on the wall with a single nail. I used some clear, heavy duty nano tape to attach the battery pack of some fairy lights that I placed inside the napkin holders. I made only one of these, but you could actually make two and place them on either side of a hallway door. And here's what the wall sconce looks like after sundown. It offers just the perfect amount of lighting to illuminate a dark hallway, so if you get up in the middle of the night to use the bathroom, you don't have to stumble around in the dark. Okay, so for our next craft project, I've got this cute little photo frame from the Dollar Tree, but we're not going to use the frame today. Rather, I'm going to cut out the metal hook from the back of this frame. Here I'm cutting around the metal hook, leaving about a centimeter all around the metal hook. That's so there's enough surface area to apply some glue to the back. Here I'm applying some Fix-All, which will provide a very strong, secure, and long-lasting hold. But I'm also going to go back in with some hot glue because that will dry within seconds, so we don't have to wait for the Fix-All to fully cure overnight before continuing with the rest of this craft project. So now I'll stick this metal hook to the back of a long wood panel I got from the Dollar Tree because this will become the backboard for the next wall sconce we're making. And for the next step, I've got a few of these 4x4-inch mirror tiles. These mirrors are frameless and they're not beveled, but they're otherwise pretty good quality. What I'm going to do is glue them onto the front of the wood panel. And by the way, if you're wondering where I got these mirrors, you'll find a link to them along with a list of all my favorite crafting embellishments down in the description box. These mirrors actually came in a 50 pack, and when I worked it out, it came to less than 30 cents a piece, so it's really, really good value, much cheaper than what you would pay at the dollar store. So with four mirror tiles laid down and framed by a strip of mini mirror tiles all along the outer edges, we're now left with a 1-inch space at the other end of the wood panel. Here I'm using my gem picker tool to apply little square crystal gem pieces to finish off this backboard. I typically would use clear tacky glue to glue those pieces down, but here I'm just using some Welt Bond, which will also dry clear. And in case you don't have any of these gems or you want to opt for something different, you can use diamond wrapped or some silver glitter paper instead. There's really no hard and fast rules on how to embellish this wall sconce, but if you're looking for ideas, check out my curated list of favorite embellishments. You'll find a link to the list down in the description box. So with that done, we're now going to turn our attention to yet another chrome napkin holder because this is what is going to hold our light source for our wall sconce. Here I've applied some Fix-All to the napkin holder, and now I'll take the mirrored backboard of the wall sconce and slip it through the napkin holder, centering it as best as I can. Once you have let the fix-all to fully cure overnight, you can hang some crystal ornaments to the bottom like so. Here I'm just using some S-hooks to hang each ornament. If you want a fuller look, go ahead and hang more ornaments for that extra glam factor. Once I hung my wall sconce up onto the wall, I inserted a Dollar Tree solar garden light and embellished it with some silver rhinestone trim. And because this wall sconce is solar powered, I have it hanging adjacent to a window so that it can charge during the day and light up after sundown. Okay, so the next craft project will be the last one today using the chrome napkin holders. What we're going to do is make a vase using one Dollar Tree chrome napkin holder and a bunch of straws that I've wrapped in silver glitter contact paper. The straws will be hot glued to the napkin holder about a centimeter apart from each other. In between the straws, I'll hot glue some clear diamond shaped gems. I'll continue to do that until the entire length of the pair of straws are separated by these gems. Then I'll repeat with more straws and more gems until the entire napkin holder is covered. And while I do that, I would be curious to know how many of you out there are also crafters. Drop me a note with the word craft and let me know if you like to craft, and if so, what do you like to make? Do you like to make home decor like I do, or do you like to work on other types of craft projects? Let me know down in the comments. And with that said, here's the final look for our crystal vase. I've placed some dollar store full flowers inside, and this one looks absolutely gorgeous on my DIY side table. Okay, so now that we're done with all my napkin holder crafts, the next couple of craft projects are going to be super easy and quick. Here I have an empty sauce jar with a lid. I've already cleaned it out, and now I'll remove the black lid and place it upside down onto the table. Then the glass jar goes on top, and through the opening, I'm going to insert one of these Dollar Tree hanging LED lamps. This one is battery operated, and it actually comes in black, gold, and this silver one. And that's pretty much it. Now we have a cute little lantern that we can use both indoors or outdoors. Moving on to our next craft project, here I have a plastic snow globe I found at the Dollar Tree. Here I've gone ahead to remove the cover, and now I'm going to hot glue the silver napkin ring also from the Dollar Tree to the bottom of the snow globe. And around the opening of the snow globe, I'm going to apply a bit of hot glue all around the rim, and then I'll adhere a silver metal bangle to it like so. I'll place the whole thing on top of a Dollar Tree square silver bowl, and then in goes some blue glass gems into the snow globe. I'll fill it up about halfway, and now we have a cute little vase. I placed a few faux stem green leaves inside, but you could also add some full flowers in there as well. I think this would look perfect as decor on a bookshelf or as table decor at the kitchen table. For our next craft project, I've got a set of wooden blocks from the Dollar Tree. These are pretty much the same as Jenga blocks. I went ahead to design a tissue box cover and lid with these wooden blocks, leaving an opening in the center of the lid to dispense the tissues. Here I've blinged out the opening of the tissue box with some silver rhinestone trim, and now I've removed the lid, and in goes a fresh box of tissues. Now I'll put the lid back on. As you can see, I embellished the lid with glass gems and some silver beads, and look how gorgeous that is. For the sides of the box, I cut out pieces of a silver gift bag. This one has a nice design on it. Then I added more silver rhinestone trim to frame each side of the box. And here's the final look for our over-the-top blinged out tissue box cover. For the bottom of the box, I also added custom legs made from diamond-shaped gems and a silver pearl bead. How beautiful is that? Next, I've got this old picture frame with a photo inside. This is actually over 25 years old, so I'm going to give it a complete makeover, starting with the frame. Here I'm using a silver chrome paint marker to paint the entire frame. See how glossy the finish is? I'll continue to paint this frame with the marker, and here's what it looks like after I'm done. But of course, we'll need to cover the photo inside. But rather than disassembling the frame to remove the artwork inside, all I'm going to do is take a Dollar Tree framed mirror that is actually the same dimensions and place it in the center. This used to have a black frame, but of course I used my silver chrome marker to paint it, and now the whole thing looks like one piece. I added some self-adhesive mini mirror tiles to the sides of the picture frame to bring the whole thing together. You can see I added some crystal cabinet doorknobs to the back of the frame on each corner, and now we have a beautiful mirrored tray. What a huge transformation, don't you think? And speaking of transformations, here's another one we'll be doing. Here I have an 11 by 14-inch brown framed mirror from the Dollar Tree. I really don't like the brown frame, so I'm going to go ahead and use my chrome marker and paint it gold. And if you like the glossy finish coming from these paint markers I'm using today, I have a link to the chrome paint markers down in the description box. Or if you have a can of metallic gold paint lying around, that would work as well. Just make sure you tape off the glass before you spray paint it. And by the way, once the paint dries, it will be permanent. And you can see here the entire frame has now transformed into a gold one, and I think it looks much prettier. But we're not done yet. I'm going to turn this upside down and remove the cardboard backing as well as the default photo it comes with. I'll leave the glass intact. Next, I'm going to take another Dollar Tree framed mirror and disassemble that as well. What I want to do is take the mirror itself and place it upside down inside the larger picture frame. Here I've got it positioned in the center of the glass. Behind the mirror, I'm going to add a sheet of gold glitter contact paper. Here I'm prepping the cardboard backing that the picture frame came with by applying some white glue all over it. Then I'll place onto it a sheet of gold glitter contact paper cut to size. Once it's all smoothed out, I'll flip it over and place it inside the picture frame, right on top of the mirror that's facing down. But to ensure everything stays in place, I'll also add some white glue to the back of the mirror first. Now in goes the cardboard backing, and then I'll use the little picture frame tabs to secure it into place. All right, let's flip this over and see what it looks like. To get rid of the hard edges of the mirror, I ended up adding some silver metallic pearl beads to the frame mirror. I placed the self-adhesive beads directly onto the glass, and now I have two old cabinet handles that I also painted gold using the same chrome paint markers, and we're going to attach them to the frame, one on each end. And once I did that, here's our made over Dollar Tree picture frame, which has transformed into the most elegant mirrored tray. To make this tray even more interesting, I added some legs using old Dollar Tree silver napkin holders that I covered in silver glitter ribbon. This tray is perfect to place some candles on it or a small table lamp. Here I actually placed a DIY candle holder onto it alongside some costume jewelry that I like to wear every once in a while. And here's the silver tray we made earlier, showcasing more trinkets. Comment down below and let me know which of today's home decor crafts you liked best. If you enjoyed today's craft tutorial, please like and subscribe to my channel and share with other creative gems. Also, remember to hit the notification bell so you can be notified every time I have another DIY glam project on my channel.
By the way, if you're looking for more glam home decor craft ideas, check out the playlists on my channel. You can also keep tabs on me by reading the weekly community posts I publish to my YouTube channel. And if you ever have any special requests, you can always drop me a comment on one of my videos with your craft ideas. Last but not least, many of you have asked me where you could go to stock up on your craft supplies with some of the same embellishments I frequently use in my craft tutorial videos. All you need to do is check the video description section for links to all my favorite craft tools, supplies, and embellishments. I hope to see you again soon.